Chelsea considering new contract for Conor Gallagher. The England national team star was one of Chelsea's best players last season, but his contract expires at the end of next season, with Tottenham and Aston Villa heavily linked with him. However, club owners Blueco have made a change of heart and are actively considering a shift in their position, as reported by The Guardian. This comes after Chelsea held informal talks with Aston Villa regarding a swap deal for Gallagher, which would see Jhon Durán move in the opposite direction. After these discussions, the Blues are now open to securing Gallagher's future if there are continued talks with the player regarding a contract extension. Meanwhile, there have been suggestions that Gallagher would not be suited to the style of play used by the Blues' new head coach, Enzo Maresca. This is one of the reasons why the 24-year-old's situation remains so uncertain, and it is important to note that he could still be sold this summer for the right price. Enzo Maresca appears to be ready to secure his second transfer as Chelsea manager. He reportedly wants to recruit Jhon Durán from Aston Villa. Fabrizio Romano reports that Maresca is currently seeking his second transfer. He wants to bring in Jhon Durán from Aston Villa. Maresca needs a number 9 striker in his team. Meanwhile, Chelsea currently does not have a pure striker, with Armando Broja and Romelu Lukaku reportedly being sold this summer. That's why Maresca is looking at Durán, because the 20-year-old striker has great potential. According to Romano's report, Chelsea is currently trying to make Durán's transfer happen. There has been communication between Chelsea and Aston Villa, and also Durán's agent. However, the talks are still at an early stage. Still, no deal has happened, so Chelsea is trying to get this transfer completed quickly. Arsenal moved quickly to find options to replace Benjamin Sesko. The Gunners have now decided to try to recruit Evan Ferguson from Brighton. Give Me Sport reports that Arsenal now have an option to replace Sesko. They will try to recruit Evan Ferguson from Brighton. Arsenal's interest in Ferguson is because the striker is appearing on fire in the Brighton squad. At a young age, he has played for the Seagulls' first team for 2 seasons. His goal record is also quite good, where he was able to score 16 goals and 5 assists from 65 appearances in the Brighton squad. Arteta believes the 19-year-old striker will develop into a goal-hungry machine in the future, so they are interested in recruiting him. Victor Osimhen's agent has reportedly spoken to Arsenal about a potential move this summer. Victor Osimhen has long been linked with Arsenal, with his performances at Napoli making him one of Europe's top goal scorers. Recent reports from Italy claim that the Gunners have submitted a bid of £72 million for Osimhen, while a separate report explains that Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis has flown to France to meet with Paris Saint-Germain president Nasser Al-Khelaifi. Now, Italian journalist Giovanni Scotto claims that talks have taken place with Arsenal over a potential move this summer. Giovanni Scotto explained, "It will take time because the Nigerian will not move before July. He is waiting for the Premier League, with his agent having already spoken to Arsenal. Behind there is still Paris Saint-Germain and of course the Saudi Arabia scenario. This could be the last alternative." Vinicius Jr. will not be sold by Real Madrid. Florentino Perez has firmly warned Paris Saint-Germain that their star striker, Vinicius Jr., will not be sold. It is said that even with the arrival of Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid, Vinicius Jr.'s position and importance at the club remains unchanged, despite playing in the same position, as the two are seen as important assets. Perez has always believed in Vini and is now enjoying his success, especially in crucial matches such as the Champions League final. In 2021, when interviewed, Perez emphasized, "Vinicius is not for sale, nor should he be touched." In addition, Vinicius signed a contract extension in October 2023, which will keep him at the club until 2027. His release clause is set at €1,000 million, making it almost impossible for any club to buy him out of his contract. There are new rumors regarding Real Madrid's transfer activity this summer. Los Blancos reportedly wants to recruit Christian Romero from Tottenham. Reported by ESPN Argentina, Real Madrid directed their radar to England. Los Blancos want to recruit Christian Romero from Tottenham. Real Madrid wants to make Romero a pillar of their defense next season. This is because Real Madrid's defense line last season was quite fragile because several of their central defenders often suffer injuries. Not to mention that Madrid is rumored to be leaving Nacho Fernandez this summer. so they need additional strength in their defense line. Carlo Ancelotti is very interested in recruiting Romero. The defender has a good track record in the Premier League. He has always been a tough figure in the Spurs' defense. He is also a mainstay in the Argentine national team. So Ancelotti feels the defender has the right profile for his team. Manchester United wants Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich. Reported by Sky Sports Germany, the Red Devils are directing their radar to Germany. They want to recruit Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich has decided to sell de Ligt this summer. They are ready to listen to incoming offers for the defender, but they don't want to sell it at a cheap price. So if MU dares to pay a high price for the defender's services, then Die Roten will be happy to sell the defender to the Red Devils. According to the same report, Erik ten Hag himself recommended MU to recruit de Ligt. The defender is a former student at Ajax Amsterdam. He believes that de Ligt has everything needed to become a top defender at MU. Apart from that, he is also used to ten Hag's playing style, so it is believed that the adaptation process will not take long. Juventus seems really serious about using the services of Mason Greenwood this summer. The old lady has made an offer to obtain the striker's services. Citing a report from the Daily Mail, Juventus has started to move to acquire Greenwood's services. They have released an offer to transfer the striker. They offered the striker at £40 million. However, this offer consists of cash plus add-ons. This amount has fulfilled Manchester United's wishes. So Juventus hopes that MU can release Greenwood this summer. According to the same report, MU and Juventus are currently discussing the offer. These discussions have reached the final stage. MU is reportedly trying to negotiate so that they get a greater proportion of fresh funds rather than add-ons. Both teams hope to reach an agreement as soon as possible so that this transfer can take place as soon as possible. West Ham completes Luis Guilherme transfer from Palmeiras. West Ham confirmed the deal on Thursday, although financial details of the contract were not officially disclosed. Based on reports from British media, Guilherme's transfer fee is estimated at around €25 million, with additional costs. The 18-year-old signed a 5-year contract with the Hammers and will complete his move on Friday, just as the summer transfer window opens. Guilherme becomes the first signing under the new West Ham manager. AC Milan officially announced the appointment of Paulo Fonseca as their new head coach by handing him a 3-year contract. Fonseca, who is 51 years old, previously coached French club Lille and led them to finish 4th in the final Ligue 1 standings last season. His experience and track record at various European clubs makes Milan confident that he is the right person to lead the team. Fonseca began his managerial career with Estrela Amadora's youth team in 2005 before taking over at Porto in 2013. At Porto, he won the Portuguese Super Cup in 2013. He then continued his career at Braga, where he won the Portuguese Cup in the 2015-2016 season, and at Shakhtar Donetsk, where he won the Ukrainian Premier League 3 times in a row.